Hey, what's happening, guys? Dan Dario here with another Options and Play video update. Earnings season. We are about to get the maybe unofficial kickoff. I don't know if there's an official kickoff anymore. That Alcoa stopped reporting at the beginning. That for many years used to be like the kickoff to earnings. We don't have that anymore. So now the big banks are kind of like the unofficial kickoff to earnings season, and that will start tomorrow morning. We have JP, Citi, and Wells all reporting before the open, and after that, it basically picks up news-wise for like the next month or so. Just jam-packed every single day, basically from here on through like the middle to even like end of February. Um, Now, as we get into earnings season, definitely things to consider. We have had a lot of great action, lot of amazing moves, and while that has been awesome for trading, a lot of opportunities to make money, that does complicate earnings trades, like specifically options for stocks reporting. And what I mean by that, and I guess the banks are a great example of this, is as stocks have huge moves into earnings. So in this case, for J.P. Morgan and like Citi and Wells, the moves are to the upside. So as the moves develop and the stocks keep going and going and going, and the move becomes increasingly large into earnings, it's very difficult to get a kind of a handle on how high the expectations are, right? Because JP Morgan's up over 10% in a week and a half, and it's very difficult to get a feel for like how high the bar needs to be, like how big of a blowout does the company need to have to justify this move or continue to keep going on top of it, right? So that's why one of my rules normally around earnings is I tend to avoid stocks that have had really big moves right into earnings. So whether that's on the upside or downside, I tend to avoid those because it can be really tough to figure out how high or how low the bar might be. All right. Also, what this has done is also kind of influenced option pricing, right? Because when a stock is chopping around, right, back and forth, not really going anywhere, the implied volatility normally is a little bit lower, right? Because the average daily trading range is lower. But when the average trading ranges really expand and the stock really starts to move a ton, then the implied volatility also starts to move along with it, right? So it's kind of like a twofold thing where the option pricing can be elevated because the recent movement has been so high, right? Also, expectations can be very elevated because of the recent movement as well. So it just makes for a lot tougher earnings specific trades, right? Like there's been some great technical trades, there's been some great news driven trades, but as we get into earnings, and this is something that you really just want to apply to like a lot of like stocks as we get more into the quarter, is like, are the moves just too sharp and too short of a period, and is that going to leave any room to maybe make money on options, right? Because you have to figure out like what's priced in, and is there room to make money on top of that, right? So this is something that we're going to have to deal with now because of all these really crazy moves. And I mean, personally, like I would like to see some consolidations. I'd like to see some pauses. I'd like to see some pullbacks to create better setups. But you know, on one hand, the action's been great. On the other hand, it's going to kind of take a toll on some of like the earnings trades. So, I kind of like weigh the benefits of one, weigh the benefits of the other, right? And I'm trying to find like a balance in between the two. So, definitely screening for quality earnings setups, but also, if things want to move ahead of time, then we'll just have to trade things ahead of time. All right. So, long story short, that's why I'm avoiding JP. That's why I'm avoiding Citi. That's why I'm avoiding Wells. They could still move, but I just won't be in them for tomorrow. All right. So, if you like this video and you're looking for more information on trading options around earnings or trading events to options, please follow up with the link in the description of the video for more information on options and play. I hope you have a wonderful night. Stay well, and I will talk to you all tomorrow.